And don't be consumed by preparedness. Be free to live your life and enjoy it and have experiences, be able to have stories to tell your grandkids. I think preppers over the years have gotten a bad rap as being extremists, perhaps a little bit out there, a little bit crazy, tinfoil hat wearers, pessimists. What's the other word that gets thrown around a lot? Fearmongers, because, you know, preppers are this group of people that run around just being afraid of everything. So they carry guns and they stockpile food because death and destruction is upon us at any given moment, and we've got to be ready for it. But I don't think I fall into that category at all. I think I don't know, maybe not. I think I'm a fairly normal person. I don't think I'm crazy. I don't think that I do really crazy out there stuff. I think if you look historically at what our ancestors did, our great-great-grandparents, they had food stores sitting in the basement. They had farms and gardens and chickens and things, and they grew their own food, and they were just better outdoorsmen than we are now. They were much more capable individuals, and I think that we've gotten away from that for various reasons because of the soft, comfy lives that we live. Calling somebody a prepper is a relatively new term. It used to just be the way things were, and it's just what you did. And it allowed you to be more self-reliant, allowed you to be more independent, allowed you to be more prepared for whatever situation might come your way. And it doesn't have to be the tinfoil hat wearing, alien abduction, nuclear fallout bomb shelter type preppers that a lot of people envision. It's just people being prepared for problems that life might throw at you. And I think for a lot of people, new people getting started out, it's a little bit overwhelming because you come from potentially, I'm speaking in generalities here, you come from a situation where you're new to all this stuff. Maybe you didn't grow up in the outdoors. Maybe you didn't grow up farming or fishing, and you don't even have a clue on where to start. And that's okay, because everybody's got to start somewhere. The key is that you just get started. It's just like working out and exercise and fitness. It's continuous, consistent, persistent efforts that give you the results that you're looking for. And you can't get fit in one single day. You can't go out and just crush it in this really hard workout and throw up on the side of the road after the run and expect yourself to be fit. That's not the way it works. It takes continuous, persistent effort over the course of time to get good at really anything. And the same can be said with preparedness. I got a comment the other day on a video that I thought was funny, because we were talking about preparing your home and boosting security on your home and keeping it safe from people that might come in and want to do you harm, steal your stuff, whatever it is. And the comment was something along the lines of, if I lived next door to you, I would move. And I thought to myself, that's really funny, because the type of person that you are, I probably don't want as my neighbor anyway, and that's okay. I thought it was funny because people have this very different grasp on reality, you know, and I'm not saying I'm always right. I'm not saying my viewpoints are 100% correct all the time. I don't think that's the case at all, and I'm more than open and more than willing to change my mind. I think that I just find it really funny, the far extreme different opinions that are out there, like the people that, you know, think that, you know, if you carry a gun, you're afraid. The only reason anyone carries a gun with them all the time is because they're afraid. And I think that that's so stupid. And I think that might be true for some people. And if you were unwilling to go anywhere without your gun because you're afraid something's going to happen to you, I guess that might be true for you. But for me and for a lot of people out there, you don't carry a gun because you're afraid that something bad's going to happen to you, and you need a weapon to defend yourself at all times. It's not that at all. It's because the difference is someone that made that comment, you know, you carry a gun because you're afraid, or I wouldn't want to live next to you. Those types of people are the ones that if something bad does happen, something really bad goes down, they're the types of people that run and hide, and they run away from the danger, and they look out for themselves, and they are petrified in fear, and they can't do anything to stop what's going on. People like myself have already made the decision that if something bad goes down, I will do everything that I can to stop it. And that's why I exercise, and that's why I stay fit, and that's why I train, and that's why I put up fences and gates and stuff like that. And that's why I do the things that I do, because I want to be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. And I think that a lot of people that have that mentality of, oh, people that carry a gun are afraid. Those types of people are the types of people that just assume that because nothing bad has ever happened in their lives, that nothing ever will happen. And statistically, that's just not the case. Eventually, something that is not so pleasant is going to happen in your life. And hopefully, you have done your homework and you've put in the work ahead of time and you can do something about it and protect the ones that you love and potentially make the world a little bit better place. And like I was saying before, the key is that you just start somewhere. Don't wait for motivation to happen, because if you do, it'll never come and you'll never get anything done. The key is just getting in the habit, getting in the routine of being prepared as far as food storage, as far as fitness, as far as training, learning new skills. It's just taking the next step, learning the new thing, putting in the time, putting in the effort, making that small little investment each time you go to the grocery store to increase stockpiles. All of those things, small little efforts is what matters. Don't wait for the time you feel like this is when I'm gonna make it all happen, because chances are that's never gonna happen. Oh, that's good. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to tell you prepare now or die. I don't think that that's a helpful message to send out. All that does is turn people away. I am going to tell you to not procrastinate and to get started on something now. What's your water supply to your house look like? Do you have a backup for that? Start there. And once you've got that squared away, you've checked that box, move on to the next thing. Start really slow, start simple. Don't get overwhelmed with all the things. Don't let the preppers out there throwing around all the prepper jargon that tell you you've got to be ready for the SHTF or the world without the rule. That acronym always gets on my nerves. What's that one? WROL.
WROL.
No, it's a bigger one.
The Tika Nukaski.
Yeah, what is it? I forget.
It sounds like an Asian name.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Don't let the doomsday preppers of the world depress you to the point where you just don't even feel like trying and it's this lost cause. Just get started, start slow, and get busy. Getting healthier, getting stronger, getting fitter and faster, getting your house squared away, making sure the roof doesn't leak. All these little things. I have one buddy that every time the power goes out, he thinks to himself immediately, I'm not ready. And I have another buddy that every time the power goes out, he says, yeah, we'll figure it out. And I'm definitely on the other end of that spectrum, that we'll figure it out kind of guy. Because in my opinion, you'll never be ready enough. You can never have enough. You can never be prepared enough, because you just don't know what to be prepared for. Who knows really what's going to come our way? We can make predictions based on the most likely events. But in all reality, we just don't know what it's going to be like. So, or if anything's going to happen at all. Might live my entire life and no major catastrophic event happens. And that's fantastic. I will not have felt as if I've wasted my life doing these types of things. I will not feel like I've wasted my life spending it in the woods, rubbing sticks together. I will not feel like it's been a waste having a stockpile of food just in case. None of that stuff, all of these things that I've done have done nothing but make me a more confident, more capable individual. And I've met a ton of really awesome people because of the things that I'm interested in this field that I'm in. That otherwise I may not have ever encountered. And then I would have never met these people if I didn't start diving into this stuff seriously. I don't think we're ever going to be ready enough. I think the key is that to having a positive mindset all the time about everything as best you can. And we're going to figure it out. Just going to figure it out. One day, this life is going to end no matter what we do. So does it really matter? My goal is to prolong a normal way of life if things should kind of collapse around us. Prolong the way that we live, let the good times keep rolling, and hopefully put at bay any kind of suffering that my loved ones might have to endure. And that's why I like to prepare, because I want to be a good protector, good provider for my family. But I know for a fact that none of this is going to last forever. We're all going to meet our demise one way or another. It might be in just the next couple minutes. It might be a meteor come crashing out of the sky and squish me like a bug. We just don't know. So living your life in fear is just absolutely a waste of time. Be prepared, but don't live your life in fear. So I was having a conversation with a buddy just the other day, and he was saying, you know, I got everything squared away. I've done what I feel like I need to do. I've got solar powered and food storage and all the things, and he's doing the fitness stuff, and he's checked all the boxes, you know, if there is such a thing as being done. And he said, no, now what? And we said, hey, why don't you just start living your life, you know? Why don't you just enjoy life, and instead of investing more and more money on more and more stockpiles that you may or may not ever get to, why don't you enjoy your life while the good times are still here, and we're free to move about and go to the movies and go out to eat and go on a vacation while we can still do these things. Live your life and enjoy your life, and don't be consumed by preparedness. Be free to live your life and enjoy it and have experiences, be able to have stories to tell your grandkids. Let your kids have life experiences that they can grow up and one day tell their grandkids. These things are so important, and without that, really, what's the point in general? What's the point of all this if we can't enjoy it? I think that's the big one that gets left out a lot in the prepper community. I don't really enjoy this. I'm not having fun. I didn't come out here this morning and say, you know what would be a really fun time? Strap 20 pounds to my backpack or to my back, run a bunch of laps, lift a bunch of weights, and torture myself for half an hour. That never really crossed my mind. I don't enjoy this. What I do enjoy is the benefits. I reap the rewards from my efforts, and I guess you could say I'm addicted to the performance, and I don't want to let it go. I'm going to hold on tight to what I can do now, and I'm going to hang on as long as I can. I'm going to keep running. I'm going to keep lifting. I'm going to keep fighting as long as I can. I don't wait to be motivated. I just put the boots on and I go do it. Gonna run one more and then I'm done. What I'm getting at, guys, is don't get overwhelmed. Don't live your lives in fear. Live your lives to the fullest while you still can. Be as prepared as you possibly can for any and all situations that might come your way. And that's got to start right now. Don't do it out of fear. Do it because you want to be a better person. Do it because you want the best for your loved ones. Do it because the world needs to become a better place. And it's only through our efforts, people like you and me that really care, that it's going to become a better place. Thanks for watching. Please leave lots of comments on this. This is something I'm fairly passionate about, and I'd like to hash it out in the comment section. So ask lots of questions. Let's get a conversation going. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm Jason Sawyer with Survival Dispatch. As a Survival Dispatch insider, you'll be able to gain the knowledge, the skills, and equipment necessary to protect your family when it really, really matters. They'll provide crucial information on such things as stockpiling food, medical necessities, communication plans. You will receive specific, actionable plans that can deliver proven techniques to help you get home, shelter in place, or bug out safe.